So from the beginning till now, we familiarize ourselves with negatives and opposites. Okay, so negative and opposite together give us the set of integers. Right, so the whole number and their opposites are called integers. And integers numbers are number like -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Right? So integers are whole number and their opposite. Now, when we evaluate the opposite of a variable, we must be very careful. Without knowing whether a variable represents a positive or negative number, we don't know whether negative x is positive or negative. So I'll take a look at the example. I want to evaluate negative x when x equals 8. I want to evaluate negative x when x equals 8. So that means to evaluate when x equals 8 means you substitute 8 for x. You substitute 8 for x, right? So if I have, I have negative x here. Maybe I'll write negative x here. I want to substitute 8 for x. So whenever I see an x, I'm going to replace with the parenthesis. So I have a negative, and I'm going to, instead of x, I'm going to put just a parenthesis there. And now I'm going to put the 8 inside. Now I'm going to put the 8 inside. Maybe I'll use blue. I'm going to put the 8 inside. Okay. So -8 is, and so the final answer will be -8. Or you can leave your final answer like that. Okay. That's also fine. B, evaluate negative x when x equals -8. Right? So to evaluate when x equals -8 means, so here, let me rewrite the question here. The question is, I want you to evaluate negative x when x equals -8. To evaluate when x equals -8 means to substitute -8 for negative x. So here, I'm going to rewrite my problem. So that's my expression, negative x. I want to substitute x equal -8. So again, whenever I see an x, I'm just going to replace with a parenthesis. With a parenthesis. And now I'm going to substitute -8 for x. I should have go down a line. Maybe I'll right here. So I'm going to substitute -8 for that parenthesis, the x there. -8. Well, -8, what was it? Well, how do we say it? We said it's the opposite of -8, right? Opposite of -8 is +8. So that's our final answer. Try this one on your own. Okay, evaluate -n when n equals 4. So part A here, I want evaluate n when n equals 4. So again, whenever I see a variable n, I'm going to replace with parentheses, so negative parentheses. And now that negative is 4 right here. So I'm going to put 4 in here. So my answer will be -4. What about B? When n equals -4, same thing, right? Negative n, so negative parentheses. And now you're going to plug whatever the value n they give you, just put it inside that parentheses. Right? In this case, it would be -4. So opposite of -4 is +4. And that will be my final answer. Right? If you're careful, you can write equal sign when you go down next line. Okay. I would recommend so. So that will be the lesson for negative and opposite of integers. See you next time. Thank you.